Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Coliumm, and Black Ops 7 has officially released their beta. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over the good and the bad things I found with Black Ops 7 and whether or not you should buy it. All right, so they put us on a new map. So the first thing we're going to go over is the things I found enjoyable about Black Ops 7. And right now, we are playing on a new map, and I have to tell you, the maps in this game are pretty solid. I've thoroughly enjoyed these maps. Now, these maps are playing well, and they're actually colorful. Usually, Call of Duty has a very dull color palette, but in this game, I found them pretty colorful. They also readopted the 3-lane map design philosophy, which I don't know why it took so long, but they finally did it. Let's not go up that way. And they just play so much better. It kind of feels like the classic days of Call of Duty when all of the maps were 3-lane design, and I'm hoping they keep this design through the actual game the entire time. Oh, that's an enemy. I'm dead. Another one behind me. Right now in the beta, we only have 4 maps to play from, so I can't say with certainty that the maps are going to be great, but so far, the ones that I've played are really good. Now, this is my first time playing this map, so I can't vouch for this map yet, but the other 3 were good. Oh my gosh, I started shooting the wrong guy. Next, the audio in this game is pretty solid. I think everything sounds great. The guns sound great. The footsteps are pretty good. I can hear people. The hit markers are good. Oh my gosh, we got it. We got it, chat. The one thing that I don't like about the audio is the announcer. The announcer's kind of a goofball, if I'm being honest. The way he says some of the stuff is really weird. Now, it's not the announcer I have right now. I think it's for the other team. Their announcer is kind of goofy. He says, all of the stuff really weird. I noticed it last night while I was playing the beta on stream. If you guys don't follow me over on Twitch, make sure to go do that. Link is in the bio. But that was my only complaint about the sound. Other than that, it's not really a big deal. I just thought it was kind of funny the way he said some stuff. Next, another thing I like about this game is the guns are actually fun to use. Now, the gun I'm using right now is definitely the meta. I forget what this gun's called, but it's the second SMG in the game, but it's definitely broken. They're gonna have to fix this. I believe they already said they were gonna do a weapon balancing passover in the beta. So it looks like they're on top of things. But so far, the weapons have been really fun to use. I also like the first AR you can use. That gun's really good. Now, we don't really know how the weapons are going to behave in the full game. It's kind of like a Jackal situation where that gun was super OP in the beta, and it's the same with this gun, so it could be the same situation as Black Ops 6, or the meta could be completely different. We don't entirely know because we don't have access to all the weapons. Another thing about the weapons that I think a lot of mouse and keyboard players are gonna like is they reduced muzzle flash and smoke, so you'll be able to see what you're aiming at a little better. Now, me, I can't really tell the difference because aim assist does all the work for me, right, chat? But it is a W change. The recoil is also pretty good on all the weapons. It's not like crazy, and it's actual recoil instead of visual recoil. I definitely like that. As we call in these score streaks, that's another good thing, is the score streaks are fun to use. They're actually good this year. Now, I haven't really gone on some crazy streaks, but I have seen some of the other ones, like the Beetle Warship or the final streak in the beta. I think it's the Beetle, but that streak looks super fun to use. I like the Skewer streak. It's kind of funny watching people die by it, or when you die yourself from it. I think that's a solid streak. I know there's a nuke in the game at 25 kills, so overall, the streaks are a massive selling point for me. I think that's what makes Call of Duty so fun compared to other shooter games. I really love going for streaks and going for high kill games, so that's a definite plus for me. Also, in this game, the movement feels really good. It's definitely better without tac sprint. I've been complaining about tac sprint for years now. It makes the game feel so inconsistent compared to when you don't have it. 2 running speeds is the perfect amount for me. It feels like you have more control over your movement compared to when you had tac sprint because it would just randomly run out. So it makes the movement feel more fluid and more consistent. And finally, another thing with movement is the wall jumps. The wall jumps are super fun to use. I thought they would be super annoying to deal with, and then you'd have to be aiming in the sky, but they're actually pretty balanced in my opinion. Wall jumping isn't like a necessity in this game at all. You could play the entire game without wall jumping once and you'll do just fine. It's not like a thing you're gonna have to use all the time, and it's super fun to do when you can chain it together. All right, we didn't do too bad. We went 26-9, not bad. 2.8 KD, let's go. And the last pro that I can think of off the top of my head is definitely the visibility. In this game, the visibility seems pretty good. There's only been one instance where I ran into like a hallway and I could not see the guy at all because it was so dark. But overall, the visibility feels great in this game. Now, I don't know if you guys ever played the Cold War beta or the game, but in that game, people would be laying down in spots and you could just not see them at all. They would blend in with the environment so well, you would have no idea they were there. Now, in other games, that's a pretty good detail to have, but in this game, I feel like you should be able to see people in most instances. Or maybe I'm just old and I just can't see anything. But overall, the visibility is great. Now we're gonna move on to the cons list that I have. Okay, I couldn't move right there. My auto sprint just didn't work. Unlucky. So in the cons, people have been saying the TTK is too fast. Personally, I don't feel that. It feels about the same as Black Ops 6 to me, to be honest. But people have been saying the TTK feels bad, so maybe that's like a server issue, net code issue. Now, where I live right next to one of the servers, so I don't feel that at all. It feels identical to Black Ops 6. But they have heard the complaints online, and apparently they're already addressing this in the beta, and they're gonna be doing some weapon balancing, so that might change the TTK a little bit. We'll have to see what comes of that. Oh my gosh, the whole team was there. Next on my cons list, I have the doors. The doors in this game are so annoying. Now, when they were interviewed about this game, they said they were getting rid of the doors and they were gonna replace them with automatic doors, which they did, but they are so annoying because they are closed all of the time and it feels like it disrupts the flow of the map. You never know what's hiding behind the door. It's kind of annoying. But they have been hearing the complaints about the doors and apparently there are gonna be some changes to the doors. So they're gonna be less doors as well as they're gonna like open at further distances. And I also believe they said they're gonna stay open longer. So we'll have to see how that plays. I feel like they should remove a lot of the doors because on some maps, it is like door overkill. On this map, there's a lot of doors and I feel like they should remove a lot of the doors on this map. But the other map, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one in Australia. That map is just riddled with doors. It is so annoying on that map. That map definitely needs to have some changes made to the doors because you have to go through 20 doors, I swear. The next con on my list is the XP earn rate for weapons. It takes way too long to level up a weapon. Now, they did enable double XP for the beta, and they said they were going to be fixing it. So I believe they just enabled double XP for the beta, and then maybe when the full game comes out, XP earn rates will be faster because it takes so long to level a weapon, and there's going to be prestiges for weapons in this game. So it is going to take an ungodly amount of time to get your weapons to max level. And that is going to be a huge issue, especially if you're a Warzone player like myself. Now, I don't know if I'll keep playing Warzone. I might switch to multiplayer content, to be honest, because I've been having way more fun in multiplayer. And Warzone looks like it's gonna be down bad after watching COD Next. This guy's been camping this walkway the entire game. Next on my list is Dexterity is definitely a crutch perk. Now, what Dexterity does is it makes it so you can aim down sights while you slide, dive, and wall run and stuff like that. And you definitely need that perk for this game to feel good. I feel like that should be just the base movement. They should just get rid of Dexterity altogether. Oh my gosh, that guy had like armor or something. What was that? Now, one of my next issues with the game isn't really with the game, it's with Xbox itself. So if you guys haven't heard, Xbox Game Pass is increasing their price to $30. Now, the main reason I think they're doing that is because Call of Duty has lost so much money from people to Game Pass, so they're trying to make it up through Game Pass. Ever since they put Xbox on Game Pass, I think I read they lost like $30 billion, which is absolutely insane. So it makes sense as a business standpoint of why they're increasing Game Pass subscriptions, but as a player, that's so scummy. So that is definitely a con list for me. If you guys haven't canceled Game Pass, make sure to go do that, especially if you only play Call of Duty. I mean, if you're gonna buy it through Game Pass, you're gonna be paying $360 for the entire year to play Call of Duty. Instead, I would just go buy the game for $70. That's not really like a developer issue. That's just a problem within the gaming community. And now I saved the final two problems for the last. You know they were coming. They are the biggest issues of this game and plague this game. It's the SBMM. Now, SBMM is in full force for the beta. You can definitely tell the difference. I played my first game and it was actually pretty fun, but I did well. And you know what happens after you do well in Call of Duty? You are tossed into the most demon, diabolical, no shower nerd lobbies ever. Now, overall, the SBMM is definitely a big selling point for a lot of people because people are just burnt out on this matchmaking system. So I can definitely understand if you don't want to buy Call of Duty for the matchmaking system. Hopefully, this is the year it actually changes because they are having a lot of pressure put on them from Battlefield. Ow! No! So if skill-based matchmaking doesn't bother you, you should definitely buy this game because the gameplay is super fun in this game. But if it does bother you, you might want to hold out. At the end of the day, it's Call of Duty, so you know what you're gonna get. And that leads me to my final point of the cons list, and that's the hackers. So before the beta went live, they made every PC player enable Secure Boot and TPM2, which did absolutely nothing but keep good players out. I went through absolute hell trying to get that enabled. It was so annoying, and the cheaters bypassed that within like an hour of the beta being out. So it did absolutely nothing. So there definitely are still cheaters in this game. I saw videos of cheaters an hour after the beta went live. It was actually insane. They just, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, they just need to get a different team of like Ricochet employees or something. Or they need to outsource the anti-cheat to somebody that's already made an effective one, because this is not it. Now, I don't think they're ever gonna get it right. No. So overall, that is my opinion on Black Ops 7 so far, and all of the beta that I played. I haven't played the zombies yet. From what I saw, it looked pretty good. It looks just like Black Ops 6 zombies, so if you are a fan of Black Ops 6, you're definitely gonna like Black Ops 7 zombies. It basically comes down to, are you burnt out on the matchmaking system? Because the game in a vacuum is good. It's fun to play. I had an awesome time my first game on before the SBMM kicked in. That was super fun. I was actually getting dopamine playing this game, which is rare to say. So you need to decide if you're burnt out on the matchmaking or not. Don't buy this game at all because it didn't change. It probably is not going to change. But if you're okay with that, definitely pick up this game. It's super fun. All right, let's see if we can lock in here for a second and actually get some kills. I've been kind of just running around doing nothing. I forgot to wall jump. Sometimes I'm running around the map, and with the wall jumps, I think I have like a booster from like Black Ops 3, and I just run off the edge and I can't fly. My brain is going back to Black Ops 3 thinking I can fly, and I can't. Sometimes it costs me my life. Boom. I also need to try the shotgun in this game. Apparently the shotgun is really good, so I should probably use that for one of the videos. I feel like that would be hilarious, especially if I turned on voice chat. Oh, I meant to call in a UAV. No tax left. Bad. The tac is, or the stim is so good in this game. Definitely put it on. All right, now we're locked a little. We're definitely not winning the hard points, but we're getting kills. That's a teammate, chill. Oh no, I thought our teammate was gonna kill that guy. He went up the stairs, but he didn't shoot him. Where is this guy? Is he dead? The dog, no. Nope, don't peek the window. Can we make a comeback? I know they can get in through the window. I'm dead. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I'm dead. Oh my gosh, there were 17 grenades. These freaking drones are so annoying too. I hate that kill streak or whatever it is. It might be a field upgrade. Oh yeah, we're so cooked. There's no way we're bringing this back. That's an example of the door being closed and you just have to kind of walk through it and hope you find somebody. You have no idea what's waiting on the other side. That's why the doors need to go. Guess we rotate to the next hard point. We lost the hard point again. Defeated. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Comment down below, are you enjoying the Black Ops 7 beta? Make sure to come over to my Twitch. I'm gonna be giving out a code to the beta. And as always, chat, I will see you guys in the next video.